Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our leaf green Nuzlock. I'm Zeph.
I'm Complexity.
I'm Jess.
And if you didn't watch the last
Doesn't understand
episode,
jokes.
nah, she really doesn't. If you didn't watch the last episode, we lost our only other flyer, and imagine it was the evolution to Pidgey, the first Pokemon that was killed that we could have caught.
You
So,
really don't like birds, do you?
R.I.P. John. But we are on the SSN, and we are making our way to the captain's quarters to get ourselves cut because the captain needs his belly rubbed by a 10-year-old child. Never forget.
That's weird.
So we
But,
finished. Yes, Jess.
I do understand jokes, but I was just
Oh
asking to see
God.
if it was a joke. And Complex is like, we can handle this later. So I am going to question it because when he said that, it sounded like there was an issue. So I just wanted to see what it was. But I thought it was a joke from the beginning. I just wanted to point that out.
No, I'm very angry at you, and we have to have a conversation about this later.
I'm glad to be. You know
now
what?
we have now we have to have a conversation later.
I'm all
now
about
we have
it.
to have a conversation later.
Yeah. I don't want to. No, I don't want to have a conversation later. I'll cook you now.
I can't even, bro. Like, I'm doing this. I'm recording. I'm trying to do this fake argument thing with you, and then I get a random message from somebody named Egg Picker to join another fucking server.
My god.
All
Sounds like
right,
you
so
problem.
we're continuing. We're continuing on. We're going to continue with the doors. So you got to keep fighting the different trainers. So your next door over. I don't think that there's a lot of trainers in this one, but I think that there's one or two.
Oh, by the way, it's starting to storm here, so if, like, for whatever reason I just drop out.
No worries.
I thought it was supposed to storm tomorrow. But I guess everything I wanted to arrive today a day early.
Yeah, we got some water out here too. So but it's necessary, it's needed. I enjoy the rain. The rain's the best time in the world. Freaking like everything's just so much more mellow, just more laid back, and especially the best time to like just binge watch something.
Yeah, it's got a very good vibe to it. I like working when it's raining outside.
Yeah, just the gloomy clouds and everything. So much fun.
I make it sound like I'm an emo.
I mean, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Suffocation.
2 pieces. This is my last resort. Bum, bum, bum. Suffocation. Unpleasant.
For me, trailers, whenever I watch like a trailer for a movie, the music is very important to me. Ooh, man,
yeah, the score.
And the new Devil May Cry anime, the trailer that's on Netflix currently, uses a remix of Last Resort. And
is
I was
that
like,
a IRL Devil May Cry, or is it an anime?
Anime, which looks really good, and the animation looks really fucking good.
Nice, dude. Did you see how bad how bad Snow White did? Oh my gosh, anywhere between 250 to 350 million, and it hasn't even grossed 100 million worldwide. That's insane. And it's, oh my god, the CGI abominations.
Almost two. So weekend 1 did terrible, right?
Yep.
And then the second weekend had an almost 222% drop off in customer and ticket sales.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was so bad. Like the first and foremost, it's crazy that they would like have any of the like dwarven people. All of them are like, every one of them except for one is CGI'd. And then fucking they have one actual person in there. So the complete contrast to CGI and like real human features, it just makes them look even uglier. It makes them look even more deformed and freaking creepy.
I think Novocaine, which is a movie I mentioned last episode, I think it's beating it.
I mean, I don't think it would be that hard to do, especially considering it was just a complete box office failure and the freaking Rachel Ziegler completely just hated
Whoa
the
there,
movie.
buddy. Whoa. Watch your language.
Ziegler?
Yeah, you know what you said.
Yeah, I said Ziegler. Rachel Ziegler, that freaking dumb bimbo. Regardless.
You gotta be careful with those. You gotta be careful with that language around these parts.
Oh my gosh. It's not like I'm saying Zionist. You don't need to learn Fury swipes.
Are you trying to get us canceled?
I don't think anybody's
What-
going to
what-
cancel
what-
us over that.
I want to know what was cancelable.
He said the Ziegler. He said the Z word with a hard R.
Ziegler? Ziegler! Didn't know that was a bad word.
The first time he said it, it had like an I, a little bit more intention on it.
Ziegler?
Ziegler?
Yeah.
Ziegler!
Regardless. It was, no, she's a dumb bitch. Like, young and political never works out well.
It does if you're AOC. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Look, I get, yeah, I'm not getting political, but like, I don't know. I think that a lot of the time it's one of those things where people get into politics feeling like they're owed, and young people already feel enough like they're owed something from the world.
What do you mean I'm not owed a house?
40 acres and a mule, as they say, right?
Mhm.
See, now that's a countable thing.
I'm here for it.
I have comments. I have comments I was gonna make, and I was like, I'm gonna no.
I mean, if there's really anybody who deserves it, it would be Bud.
Leave my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
So how are you enjoying the cruise so far, Jess?
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm loving this cruise. I hope it's just like the last one I went on.
Oh yeah.
Super relaxed, just chilling. You know.
You didn't even have to sacrifice a bird for the first one either.
You know,
I
you
was
guys
gonna
already
say,
know
can you
how I
not-
feel.
Can you not make it out like this is no big deal? Because like you, for some reason, whenever you get too comfortable, just let things die.
I don't think she ever gets
No.
comfortable with this game.
No, she does, and she forgets what she's doing, and then things die.
No, Well, no, that's not why things die. Things die just because I don't pay attention. But the
Exactly, because you get comfortable.
comfortability. No, I just stopped listening, or I kind of stopped paying attention. But I'm more comfortable. I've been less comfortable in the past just because I'm not used to Zeph yet. But I'm getting more used to him. I mean, I feel like I'm a different person when it's just Kmplxity and I.
Check the trash bins. But why are you not
Relationships
paying
do that.
attention? What? Like that's
I
that makes
I
no
mean,
sense.
Just so
I'm halfway.
Cherry berry.
Isn't that what that girl wanted? No, she wanted a cherry pie.
Peachy berry.
I mean, I'm somewhat I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, but I'm not. I'm like half. I'm listening to what you guys are. I don't know how many times I have to say this. It's like my brain can't multifunction. I'm listening to you guys, but also trying to play things. But I also wasn't very. I didn't care about. What was it? A Pidgey?
You don't care about it because you don't know that you don't know how difficult
know the
the rest of
importance.
the game is gonna be. That's why.
Well, I'm also a new player, though, right? So
Right,
I'm playing
so-
this like a new player would play. They're like, oh, I have the favorite Pokemon or I have Pokemon I like. This one's kind of I'll throw this one out there, see how it does.
So Jess, when you started driving and you were a new driver, were you just like, I'm new to
Mhm.
this, who cares if I crash or hit
Yeah,
somebody, run somebody
run
over?
people over. They're in the walkway, and I was trying to avoid traffic
The walkway?
on the
What
car for
buildings are
me.
you driving
You
through?
know, I mean, you tell everybody just goes through a family of four whenever they're first starting to drive, right? Like they just plow through it. Everybody's got one of those on their records, right?
I'm still trying to figure out what walkway she's driving in. What facilities are you just going through?
I switched it up to crosswalk.
Are you the reason why we have to tell people to
Goldine
watch out
is
watch the
watertight.
sidewalks when somebody gets a new driver's license?
You can throw Lynx out. Lynx needs to evolve.
I
Yeah, she
was,
absolutely is. She's the type of person to hit the curve and say, "Oopsie, I'm an asparagus."
That's fucking lie.
So this channel is kind of like this channel throughout its time, like we were considered talking to the After Dark boys and all that, and for a time there was brief talks where they would help us on here or vice versa. That was the After Dark boys were who was it? Exile Warrior, Epic Brady, and our good old boy, what was his name? Deluminate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that Deluminate is now aptly named Morning Stars?
Yeah, and dating Lynx.
And he's dating Lynx.
Dating Lynx. Yep.
I mean, I don't know if it's real or not, but I mean, at the same time, it's...
100% real.
Oh yeah, you have
Absolutely.
the inside scoop.
100. I just, not everybody is as cynical as you are, and we can kind of feel things sometimes. Okay, I 100% believe it's real.
First of all, it has
makes
nothing to do with cynicism, and second of all, what are you feeling that tells you it's real?
It's real, okay? I just know. I know deep down it's real.
Daddy, I can fix him, I swear.
Okay. Anyways, I don't know if it's real. I honestly couldn't care less, but I mean, it does make sense in the if you think about their personalities. So it does make sense. Although I don't see him being the type of person to go travel to Canada. So who knows?
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
Does he have that money though?
I was gonna say he's got so much money he can send it to her for her to come visit him in Vegas and all that, or wherever he was. I don't know where he lives.
I don't know. I honestly don't give a damn about
He kept talking about
it.
Vegas like he lives there. So I mean,
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where, like, if that's their relationship, if that's how it's going down, then sure. But at the end of the day, you know what? They do say there's somebody out there for everyone. So sometimes people deserve each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of a pivot here because it is April 1st.
Oh, I'm totally down with the pivot.
Tomorrow morning is going to be the Nintendo
Get rid of
Switch
Leech Life
2 Direct on Nintendo's channel.
Oh.
Do you guys know? Okay, I know I have a Nintendo Switch. I actually have a Nintendo Switch OLED.
We
I know
all
Complexity, you have to have one because you've been talking about playing Pokemon Scarlet. And then, which one do you have? Do you have the regular or the light or the OLED?
Who? I have regular.
Okay. So you don't have a light. Okay. Have you guys seen the Nintendo Switch 2, like the initial announcement trailer?
I have not. I know I haven't. Is there anything new about it?
Oh my god, please don't die. Please don't die.
Oh, you're lucky.
It's not going to use acid because Lynx is part poison. So it's only going to use poison, sting, and constrict.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to switch her out just
Mm-hmm.
for the safety in general.
I mean, you could just use a super potion.
So, the Nintendo Switch 2 as it stands right now is, we don't know the internal specs really.
Mm-hmm.
But the screen's going to be a little bit bigger. The Joy-Cons are going to be one of the biggest changes. They're going to be turned into magnetic rather than the slide-in stuff.
So detachable?
Yeah. Oh. And there is this weird part in the trailer where they're running on their sides, almost like they're going to be used like mice. So there's a lot of different functionality changes that are going to be happening with some of the Joy-Cons, I feel like. But the direct for tomorrow is going to be an hour long. So we're going to learn about a lot of things and lots of game announcements probably. Mario is a staple, so
I
they're
thought
probably going to announce the next Mario game to go with it. And probably tons of Switch 2 ports. Right now, I believe it's rumored that there's a couple Pokemon games that will get ported over to have improved versions on the Switch 2.
You can fight that.
I know. I was checking to see who was poisoned and if I had enough health that like.
How did you forget who was poisoned?
I thought that I had 2 poisoned for some reason.
Oh, all right.
Isn't Pikachu so cute? I love Pikachu.
It's crazy how they can have fat sprite Pikachu, but in-game sprite Pikachu is not as fat. Like the one at Mr. Pokemon would look like just a plump freaking lemon or something.
I mean, I remember the one where it looks like it's running because I played a lot of Gen 4. That was like my growing up sprite. But quit running.
No, run. He's more than enough health to get back down.
Oh, okay. As long as she remembers where it is.
I haven't heard anything like. I mean, I obviously also haven't been like paying attention too much to it, but I mean, other than specs, like, is there any anything standing out in the specs that is going to be like, oh, sweet, yeah, this is worth the upgrade?
So now, go ahead.
So what I was actually hearing on Nerds, for it, you'll be able to, like, if you have a family plan, if you have a game that somebody else wants to play, they can borrow your game for 14 days and then it returns back to your library after that.
Yes. So they announced that a couple days ago. They're called game cards. And they're pretty much like almost.
I didn't mean to go in here.
I had the word. It's like an NFT, but it's for a game, and it gives you game access, and it's not as like rare as an NFT.
That 14 days thing is kind of dumb though, because why only 2 weeks? If it's a family plan, you should be able to like just use it whenever.
I think it's for like you can give it to like any of your friends. Well, I didn't look too much into this, but the way that it was said is that it made it sound like you can give it to anybody to try out for 14 days. And that way it kind of gives them like a little taste of it, and then they would have to buy
it. Sounds like a whole lot of just not penny pinching, but penny milking. That's just crazy because it's like on Xbox and PlayStation, right? Anybody could sign into your account on their Xbox and then just re-download a game, right? And then they would have it. Obviously, that's like a no-no as far as the developers go and all that. But it's like, if you have, I look at it more like on Dropbox, right? Like, so for Dropbox, you obviously have to pay for the ability to have like people use the same Dropbox, whether it's like Dropbox Teams or something like that. I forget what it's called exactly, but you have the ability for anybody who's on that account or who's been given access to that account, they can upload anything and download anything from it. The only thing is that you're paying that monthly premium to have that ability. So, I don't know. To me, I'm just thinking about it, I guess, like family plan for phones or anybody having access to something. I guess it's a good, what do they call it? Like you can just, you could play it a little bit on your own time and all that, I guess, to get a little taste of it. I don't know. I feel like if it is a family plan, you should be able to anybody should be able to play it, like copy it to their own device and play it.
I think most family plans you can. I feel like this is like, I think she meant like her friends or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly all the details because the game cards thing is like a new announcement. But I think it's a good idea in concept purely because I've always thought like when you buy a digital item, it's almost kind of cooler when there is like an aspect of trading with it, like or sharing. So it's kind of I would love a digital world where everybody
Digimon
gets.
digital
It's
world?
not as well. I'd love this like just digital space where it's like everybody's a little bit more sharing. Like these companies don't have it so locked and key. You know.
Yeah, like an iCloud thing, basically, where you can
Yeah.
save your games to the cloud, and anybody that you're potentially friends with, as long as you're paying for that monthly plan, they could just download it. But sales would drop immensely.
Oh, absolutely, and that's the
Or I
bad. That's
suppose,
the detriment of a open society type
well, I
idea.
suppose that it would counteract it if both people have to have that plan, right? So this
That's
way,
true.
if it's like, sure, it's maybe like, say it's a $15 monthly plan, they're not buying the $60 game, but in certain amount of months of having that plan, they would, they would make their money back. And then just have it be to where if you download the game using that mechanic, that's the only way you're able to access it, so long as you have that monthly plan. And if you want it for yourself to not have that plan, then just buy it and download it on your own.
You know what I'm just thinking about?
Hmm.
I just like had this idea, like what just like spawn on me. You know how Assassin's Creed Shadows just came out?
I don't, but go ahead.
So the latest installment in the Assassin's Creed series came out. It's called Assassin's Creed Shadows. Came out like on the 20th of March, so like a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the kicker is it also came out on Ubisoft Plus. So for like $15, you could pay for like a month access and get the brand new game for quote unquote free. Do you think that game companies allow that to potentially get more trial sales on their service and do you think the people of subscribing temporarily to try the game is giving them more money than the actual game sales themselves?
I would honestly say I doubt it, because I don't know. Honestly,
Just think about it. You have say for example 10 people who are willing to pay for the game full price,
mm-hmm.
but you have 100 people who are willing to pay $15 to try it for a month.
Yeah, but there's also this. But if we look at the GameStop model, right, they make most of their sales, like they make most of their money on pre-owned stuff,
Oh,
right,
fuck.
on sales,
Oh, fuck.
rather than.
Bonjour.
Well, here we go.
You better say it like that. Say it like that. Say bonjour.
Bonjour. Imagine seeing you here. Where are you really? Oh, so how's your Pokedex coming?
Jesus, you butchered that. Never mind.
Nope. I already caught 40 kinds. That's such a weird thing to say. Like, it's not black, it's not white, it's nothing. It's 40 kinds. Yeah. Well, here we go. Hope your Pokemon are ready for it and aren't dying.
Crawl around in grassy areas and look hard for them.
They're not very hard to find.
No, they kind of jump out at you.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's Pidgeotto, level 19. Oh, we are a little over leveled for this one. But that's okay. Honestly, with Jess's inability to ask questions, over leveling isn't really a problem. Those levels don't mean much.
Well, I don't know what questions to ask. I can't just say, what do I do? You're like, you have to ask a more basic question.
Well, here's a good, like, what do you could ask, hey, what Pokemon would be good against this? What type is this Pokemon? Are any of my moves effective? Can you remind me what this Pokemon is?
Well, flying, so my ground Pokemon won't be good. I guess Excite might be good, but I'm scared. What? Okay, can I get, like, input?
Okay, so it's a flying Pokemon. You know ground moves. It's not only that ground moves won't be good, ground moves are ineffective against flying Pokemon. They can't hit Pokemon. You don't have any rock type moves here, so you can't be super effective against it. Exike is normal, so that would be good. Tina would be even better. Dom does not have Slash yet. We have to wait a couple of levels. Twiggy, obviously, you can't use because he's grass. That'd be super effective. So Dom, it would take the hits just fine, but only has Scratch. So that would be a very long, drawn-out battle. So it would be between Exike and Tina is stronger than Exike is.
I was thinking Tina from the beginning, but then I also went to Exike because he has his quick attack.
I wouldn't even use Quick Attack with Pidgeotto. I would just use Hyper Fang because it's the stronger move. You're going to want to use the stab move, which is Water Pulse.
Do you guys remember when we had a Mankey that knew Rock Slide and this whole conversation?
Yeah, see, that's the whole reason why. I mean, he wouldn't even be here because it would be super effective. It would. You know what we could have used Rock Slide on? Dom or Glammy. It was such a terrible idea.
I'm part of the reason why we put Rock Slide on
Water Pulse. Why are you using? It's not stab. It's a normal type move.
Oops.
All right.
That one was. I honestly was just rage hitting my buttons.
How about you don't do that?
Oh my god! What did he do to you?
Sand attack.
Remember,
Raticate is freaking normal attack, normal type. So you could literally use anybody else except for Glammy. Glammy is glass. I'm scared to have a conversation now because it's like
kind of focused.
Yeah, I was just scared to have a conversation. Something might end up dying again.
Dig, dig, dig. Diggy, diggy hole.
And Eradicate. Now you can use Scratch to finish him off. Tail Whip, it's not going to really matter unless that Hyper Thing is a crit. Which it wasn't. Gotta learn that type matchup better. Kadabra, Psychic, does have Psychic moves. That was a bad choice. Lynx is part poison.
That was the worst choice. That was the worst choice.
Yeah, Lynx has no defense whatsoever. You hit that confusion on Dom. Please don't get confused. Alright, we're good. Kadabra is incredibly fast as well. So if this doesn't kill Kadabra, Dom is dead. Good thing it's glass.
You are so lucky right now. Holy fuck.
Almost lost our other tank. It's all good. Honestly, if I would just keep Dom in because he's ground, just feed him a super potion. Your only two choices there was Dom or Tina.
Dom, Jess, I just need you to breathe, calm down. We got this. We're gonna help you through this. All right. We are the EMTs. We will hold your hand through this. Okay.
We're just patching her Pokemon together. She's just over here like, use secret power, and Tina's like, but they said that Water Pulse. I don't care. Use secret power.
Isn't that like the crazy
Wait, what
thing?
happened to my?
You missed.
Oh, no, Dom, you. Never mind, Dom, you're not an idiot.
I was gonna say, Dom just kicked that thing's ass.
Once Dom gets Slash, he'll be able to go up against pretty much anything other than grass depending on the grass.
All that training, and we made it through that without losing anybody. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are bodies left in her wake, though.
I was gonna say also,
Many
by the way, you know, hey,
unnecessary
hold
bodies.
on. Before you do this, hey, Miss Jess, you are officially not a murderer of just your own Pokemon, but also your rivals. You just killed Complexity's Pokemon.
Well, she's done that every time she's fought him.
You killed no. You canonically killed eradicate.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah, you did. It's like a top 1%er. But that's Joey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, belly
you
rubs or
murdered-
back rubs, one of the two. Forget
What
which.
about butt rubs? I'm more of a butt rub kind of man.
Yeah, but that's when you're like rubbing up on your person.
Rub, 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 rub.
Don't know
Maybe
how
just a
back
gentle hand.
rubs. Yeah, don't know how back rubs heal a stomach pain, but you know. Okay, so we need to teach something cut. What we're going to teach it to is going to be Dom, because Dom's going to be with us the most. Other than no reason in teaching it to Twiggy, because once we get Victory Bell, we could replace Twiggy with a much better grass type. Our type coverage, it's okay. It's okay right now.
A little all over the place.
Yeah. Honestly, we could get Brick Break. I don't think we can teach anything Brick Break. No, we can't. If we had Charmeleon, we could.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of Defense Curl. No, yeah, Defense Curl. Poison Sting we can still use as a catching move. Same with Scratch. We're going to get rid of Scratch for Slash once we get to it. And now we'll be able to go back up to Cerulean, and we'll be able to get on our way from there and do some progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't fight Lieutenant Surge yet, I don't think we can. Isn't Lieutenant Surge the 5th?
No, we can now
badge?
because his gym was blocked by the tree.
Right, I thought we had to come back for it though. Yeah, there was this whole other
No.
part of the keep going. There's this other part that you could have used as well. Okay, so Glammy's still up front, yes?
Oops. Back.
Yes.
Yes,
All
she
right,
is.
good. Cool. So your only trainer is going to be the guy who's just standing there, the sailor. Scrubbing the deck is hard work. I'm a slave on this ship.
I was gonna make a joke like that earlier, and I was like, no, I don't really feel like getting canceled today.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough buzz around us to get canceled.
Just you wait.
A fighting type. You know what would have been
Just you
great against
wait,
that?
in like 2 years, we'll be buzzing, and people are gonna look back on this video and be like, this motherfucker, god damn, he's edgy as fuck. I like him.
Jess, Machop is fighting. Glammy is glass. Machop knows karate
You-
chop. It is a high critical, very strong move. Madam, you need to start paying attention to these things. You could have lost Glammy right there in one shot, just like Zeph Socials.
Listen, Glammy's trying to get her back blown out by other things right now. She has a new husband, all right? She does not need her back blown out by a brick break from a Machop, okay?
Use links. Use links. Tentacruel's not going to have anything effective
good.
against links.
Now I have this image. No.
Hey, that's a you thing. Wing attack.
The image in my head.
I don't have it. You over there
It's awful.
picturing that Granny Gum Jobs.
Man,
I
I
think
don't.
she's that old. I think
She's
that's
like in
the
her
thing,
50s.
right?
isn't she?
No, I think
I'm a child of God. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
yeah, you're a child of God.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So go ahead and move, bite, and wing attack. So that way.
Oh, I thought there was only one trainer out
yeah.
here.
Hey, matey.
I said that, and then I changed it to it's only
Let's
the
do a little
sailors.
jig.
But hey, look at that. It's a surprise. Probably has another Machop. Yep.
Lammy, you want to fight him? No, I don't want to get yelled at again. So no, we're switching you out.
See, she was like, no, I don't want to get yelled at. But then you give her information, and she whines about it.
He doesn't use it. That or she just doesn't use
Lynx
it.
is literally the only Pokemon you have that has a flying type move.
Okay.
Yeah. You would have another had you not killed it.
Just waiting on that crit. Just use cut. It's stronger than scratch. Oh,
Damn,
yeah,
you cutting
yeah.
things in half out here.
Love
Yes.
me. What?
Twiggy.
No, not Twiggy. I also wouldn't have thrown
for
out
Shelter?
Lynx either. Yeah, Ice Shard.
It doesn't have Ice Shard at 18.
Not
does
Ice
it?
Shard. It has the what's the ice type pin missile? I forget what it is. But it can hit 3 to 5
Sickle
times as
Crash?
well. No, we're
no.
talking like Gen 3. It's probably gonna use
That's
it
also
here.
that's an also bad choice. Pretty sure Ice
Yeah.
is super effective against ground. Or it's the other way around. I might be retarded.
Yeah, ground is super effective against ice.
Ah, yes. So,
But Twiggy is grass. Ice would be. I think the poison would make it just like a normal attack effective on it. But I mean, Twiggy's like literally our only grass Pokemon. Wouldn't really want to risk it. Plus, grass isn't super effective against ice.
She fought a Shelter earlier and had no problem. I feel like we're overthinking this.
Okay. We'll see what. There you go. Icicle
Icicle
Spear.
Spear.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, the ice style pin missile.
Okay, it does have it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's upping its defense.
Wait. Is it not super effective?
No.
Ground and oh wait, because it's water. It's ice water. That's why.
Told you. Bye, Glammy.
No.
Oh my goodness, you're so lucky.
I mean,
It's
get
almost
the
like
ice spears out of your chest.
It's almost like I said it earlier that it was super
What?
effective.
Excite. It's new. It's normal.
Oh my
Normal.
gosh. You're blowing out the mic.
Panic.
Hyper Fang. Or
Nah. She wants the Shelter to have more of a chance to kill her Pokemon.
You really
Fuck up,
do
bitch.
panic click buttons, don't you? Like you're just a
I
full blown.
died.
You're not. You are like wings bulldozing through his crowd. That
She doesn't listen.
I
That's the biggest
remember-
problem.
No, I remember that something was really good one time and it sticks in my head, but I don't comprehend that it's probably not good for the next Pokemon that might be a totally different type that it probably isn't as effective on. So my brain it panics, okay? And my other Pokemon just almost died, and so I was already panicking.
For the viewers out there, hold on. For the viewers out there, that whole thing, you're probably not going to hear it as loud and distorted as I did. So you'll be okay. Don't worry. Our ears will bleed. Yours don't have to.
Do you think that whenever she kills a Pokemon, she looks as dazed and confused as Wings did?
Probably.
He's like,
100%.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like she's just like, oh, you're talking and giving me advice. Let me just not listen to you. And then this happens, and she starts panicking, and she's like, oh my gosh, oh my god. It's like,
Not that I'm not listening to you. It's like your throat. Okay, a good example. You're spraying a rock outside during the summer. You're spraying it with water. It kind of bounces off a little bit. Not everything seeps into the rock, right? It doesn't get wet right away. Like sometimes it kind of rolls off, whatever. So my brain is panic mode right now. So I'm not hearing everything you're saying, but it is not sinking in to what I need to be doing.
Oh, so you're
Okay,
telling me your
hold
brain
on.
goes
No,
hydrophobic
hold
whenever
on.
you're
Hold on.
panicking?
I would accept that had I not told you that ice was super effective on ground prior to your panic. Hell, I said it to you, and I even said it to freaking Zeph. I literally
No, you
said
said it the other way. You said it the other way. I was saying I thought it was. I might have been one way or the other, and I thought it was.
You guys
No,
got
no,
me
no, no.
confused about it.
I said that it has that ice is super effective on ground, and that Glammy is not good to leave in there because it had the ice. It had the ice form of pin missile. I literally said that it was super effective on ground. I did agree with you that ground is super effective on ice. I believe it is. But Shelter is ice water, not just ice, I'm pretty sure. Which is why it made it neutral damage.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that if there's anything you wanted to do on the boat, you should have done it before it left. I forgot to tell you.
I didn't know there was anything else to do on there.
I'm not sure. I was
there's everything.
I was going to warn you, and then I was like, nah.
She got everything. Now we can at least go fight Lieutenant Surge. And even though we have 2 ground Pokemon, that still doesn't mean that we're in the clear. It doesn't even mean that we'll win. There's no guarantee there. There's no guarantee that one of the ground Pokemon won't be killed.
There's no guarantee that this might not be our this might be our last episode.
What way do I go? Oh, wait, is it the gym? I've seen the. Oh, why? Everybody's healed.
Oh yeah, they all. Did you go to the person right before you got off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I did.
Okay, that's why I'm asking.
You're not looking at the screen?
I am, but yet I'm blinded by my level of confusion.
My beauty.
And annoyance.
Anyways, are we going to this gym
yes,
down here?
Yes, we're going to the gym.
How much? How you need to text me how much you took before.
I haven't had anything to smoke in a while now. It's literally it's literally just me being like fucking just dazed and confused.
Are you a little tired? A little eepy?
Tired of the shit, yeah. Okay, so this is a puzzle. This is a little puzzle. You have to find you have to find the hidden switches in these trash cans, and that's the way that it'll take down the electrical wall. So all of those
Here's
people
the deal.
are traitors.
We're not helping you.
Good. I don't want you to help me.
I want to see how long this takes. I want to see how many of the trash.
It is funny that like the person in the beginning that she always talks to, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's either this guy or the guy at, right at the electrical bridge tell you how the game is or how the puzzle is. Bird Pokemon? There's no such thing as a bird Pokemon unless your game glitches. Okay, so it is the dapper gentleman at the top who tells you how the game is played. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. I'm a sailor, but I got electric types. I mean, it would make the most sense. It would make the most sense for sailors to have electric types because they gotta fight off water Pokemon.
This is true. I see what you mean.
So Pikachu, like many other electric type Pokemon, have what's called static, and if you use a physical touch move, you can get static. You can get paralyzed. So just keep that in mind. So your best bet to avoid that and avoid having to go back to the PC or use a paralyzed heal would be to use Magnitude. But you also have to remember, Glammy is glass until it evolves. And even after it evolves, that defense don't go up don't go up that much. Yay,
Magnitude 9.
Yeah, I have a feeling that all those critical hit rolls are going to come back to bite our ass on this. You're going to be like 1 HP, Magnitude 1.
That's going to suck some balls.
Yeah. But at least there will be 3 of them. 3 of our little diggies.
You know, speaking of like, you know, right before you came in here, we were speaking briefly about intoxicants. Did you guys see that Minute Maid is making their own alcoholic beverage?
Ooh,
Minute Maid, the juice maker.
Dude, they need to mix it. Minute Maid and vodka or something. Minute Maid. Oh, dude, that'd be so good.
That is like an adult cheat. Like
it's
like juice. It's like Kool-Aid.
It's like a wine box or a cooler.
on this bullshit Voltorb that's half dead, bro, you're gonna get like a magnitude 3 when you need to be a magnitude at least 4. Okay, like
We'll see what happens. Most likely, the dice
Glammy
roll
is
has
gonna
not been in
fucking
our
die.
favor. You know what's crazy?
Glammy's gonna fucking die.
The dice roll has been in her favor so much, and the amount of luck that she's had has just been counteracted by her inability to ask questions.
Stop. Get some help. You're cucking yourself.
You know, I do see that. So there's probably going to be uproar about the whole Minute Maid thing, because if they do end up doing like mixed drinks or stuff like that, people are going to be like, well, kids. And it's like, hold on. In what process do you imagine kids being able to go down to your local freaking store and buy an alcoholic beverage?
Right? It's on the store tender to prevent them, one, from buying it, and two, it's also on the parents to prevent them from buying it. So
you can't even buy like freaking cough syrup without having an ID nowadays.
No, yeah.
I remember the first time I got ID'd for cough syrup, and I was like, y'all gotta be out your fucking mind. Like, this is some craziness. But I understand, because it ain't too hard to
I get ID'd for flipping canned air.
Oh yeah, aerosols. Yep, doing some whippets. Oh god, that Raichu is definitely gonna do the double tap, the 2-step on us. That's like its whole strat. They're static.
Did we buy paralyzed heals?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can, but we could use it, but there's really not a necessity to. Could have just kept using magnitude. There's our paralyzed heal. Service up 1 down. There you go. You know, to go with our movie talk in the last episode, another thing that I absolutely distaste about certain shows and stuff like that is fucking like when the obvious obvious choice is obvious and character does like the opposite. So I'm watching Prison Break, and one of the dudes who ended up getting like out of prison is like a likes kids a little too much and is a murderer.
Right.
And so freaking as soon as he like breaks out of prison and all that, his thing that he's been wanting to do is like get back at the girl who he was dating that turned him in. And so he goes there and she's moved out and everything, and it's like, bro, how would you not know that that would be like her first step? First and foremost, I hate the bitch for not leaving while he was incarcerated. Secondly, it's like at the moment you broke out, don't you think that she would have gotten the news? It's like literally by law that they need to get the news. Oh yeah, if you leave, it doesn't stay open. You have to do that all over.
Oh,
again.
what the fuck?
But I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so dumb.
I was wondering if she was gonna do that because I had a feeling that she was like, let me go heal my Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest, the last 2 minutes of you talking and yapping about Prison Break, I have not heard. I've been like watching her very intensely try to figure out this puzzle.
She
It
got
says
it
the
pretty
only
fast.
clue they get, the only clue it gives you is that like once you get one, the other one's right next to it.
Yeah,
But
and
it
you
can be
click the
right.
same trash can the same twice.
It
Yeah,
can be
I
right next to it
know.
in any direction. That's the thing.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
I understand that.
But do you understand why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Because the milk
The cinnamon
tastes
flavor.
like- yeah.
Here I come, I am Cinnamon. Dude, freaking commercials back in the day were so good. Applejack cereal commercials. Were
So much
fantastic.
effort. So much effort. And now it's just like, but it goes back to the mock McDonald's toys, bro. My son, like, if he gets a McDonald's toy,
Who's
it
going
is
to be? Like,
garbage.
it's open.
Oh, I totally thought that only happened after you beat Surge. I forgot. No, go back down there and do it again, though. You got this.
She was digging in the
No.
trash for no reason.
I was looking for your
forgot.
guys'. You guys.
Zap my
yeah.
enemies into paralysis. You know what's crazy about Lieutenant Surge is he talks about being in the war. Nowhere in the
War of
freaking
what?
TV show was there ever a Pokemon war, but you would think there'd have to be. You have mythical creatures and dragons and
Technically,
shit.
I mean, technically there was a war in Kalos so many years ago.
Is it a smart idea for me to be using Glammy?
To start with, yeah.
I mean, just remember you could use anybody that in a smart way.
See, magnitude fucking 5. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, your defense is lowered now. So the thing is, you just remember, Glammy is glass. Certain things are gonna hit harder now because your defense is lower, but they can't use any of their special moves on you. It's just, you gotta just feel out the battle and pay attention to it. But you can definitely sweep this entire gym with freaking just Glammy alone, because Glammy is a little over leveled for this gym. A bit over leveled for this gym.
Oh my god. Final. Could be better, could be worse. Hey.
What? This is a me run, okay? Nothing is over leveled.
Yeah, I said that earlier in the episode.
Oh, well, imagine.
Imagine what? What are we imagining here?
You being
Please
quiet.
don't let.
Oh, I'll be quiet, sure.
That Raichu just stabbed our Diglett with its tail, okay? Right now, that thing is impaled. Get that thing off the battlefield.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Alright, Wings, calm down. Use Dom.
Don't fucking
a
call me
shield.
Wing. Don't.
Well,
call me
you're
Wing.
acting like him whenever he's pissed off at Keemstar, okay?
No.
It's fine. You just that's worse than that's the worst thing he's done thus far.
It's only gonna get
Start
worse.
doing that.
Yup.
Welcome to hell, everybody. And there's no way to make him switch out.
You don't have anything that's gonna help you.
You just gotta pray to the Jesuses. Oh boy, here we go.
Strap in, folks. Just upped its evasiveness by 2. At least the good thing is, there you
Oh,
go.
thank fuck. Oh,
The good thing is that even if this was a drawn out battle, Quick Attack would have done literally nothing to Dom. Would have been like 5, maybe.
Woo! Honestly,
There we go.
when we first started recording tonight, I genuinely thought Lieutenant Surge might be the end of the run. I was a little concerned.
I mean, it would take a lot of slams and quick attacks to kill Dom.
Okay,
Well,
but honestly,
when we started, we didn't have Dom. Well, we did, but we didn't have Dom. We had Sweet Dom.
We didn't have Sand Slash, yeah.
But now we
Can
got
I also-
easy Dom.
I haven't bought any Pokemon in gyms yet.
Yeah, that's not something. That's not a. That's not an achievement. That's literally where you're supposed to lose.
What you
them.
just said is what you just said
That's
is
an
I'm really good in the
achievement
gyms, but I'm retarded out in the field.
No, like the gym is where you're expected to lose Pokemon because they're stronger. You're like
No.
losing to Joe Schmoes is worse.
No, what I'm doing is weaving out my weaklings.
Oh, you're letting you're
Yeah,
Darwining
okay.
you're Darwining your Pokemon. You're letting natural selection happen.
She doesn't
Exactly,
realize that
see?
she's the weakest link. She's literally the
Oh.
link for them. She tells them what to do.
Well, let me tell you, your finches can't evolve when they're dead. Okay.
Go talk to the scientist right before that route. He's got something from you from the professor
He had something from me? Dang.
for you. Looks like, what do we got? I forget what he gives us. Oh, you said look for you around Route 2. If you're around Route 2. Well, oh yeah, so we gotta go back to Route 2. It's probably because we got cut, and so therefore we can get the Pokeball, maybe? I forget. Regardless, that has been this episode. We defeated Lieutenant Surge, almost lost Glammy. We could have had 2 deaths this week, but
We cleared out the SS and we finished off Lieutenant Surge. I don't know
Yeah,
if we're
and-
gonna put these episodes together or not.
and Glammy almost died twice.
My skills are getting better. Let's go.
Well, hold on.
Can I
Now.
get
We've
a little
been in
listen?
pretty controlled environments. We need to throw you out in the field a little bit, and we'll see.
You've
Let
also-
Joe Schmo come at you.
Yeah, I'd like to see
Y'all,
her be
you guys
able
can
to.
give me a
Mhm.
little pat on the back, please. I
Yes, we
feel like
can.
I
You
did.
did
Thank
it,
you.
and
Thank
you
you.
did good.
Thank you.
Just we have, just like every examiner or reviewer, you have good points, but we have some concerns.
Yeah,
Mhm.
emphasis on the sum.
This audit has gone well, but we do have some concerns. We are missing a couple $100.
We're missing a couple of friends,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
their replacements
$100
aren't
friends.
that good.
You know,
We have some concerns for the future of this investment. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. But go ahead, Jess. Go ahead.
the bed was too small. Somebody had to go. Got to kick some people off of it. All right.
That's why you have
God
an
damn it.
entire
I like
PC.
Zepcha. Okay. This investor had a personal attachment. Okay.
Yeah, Zepcha was one of the monkeys that hit its head on.
You
All right.
not.
All right, guys. We will catch you in the next one. I've been your host, Kmplxity.
I've been Zeph.
And I miss Jack.
Oh my God, it rhymes. Kill me.
Later, y'all.
Peace. Thank you for tuning into this episode of XXXP Plays Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. If you enjoyed, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. And from all of us here at XXXP, we will see you in the next one.